there's going to be a time when robots can build robots in a factory, okay? So when robots are building robots, then the robots that are being built can get out of the factory and start a new factory, producing 10 times as many robots. And as you can imagine, this is an exponential growth of the number of robots, and that will go very fast at one point. Basically, the limit is just like having access to minerals in the ground at this point. So that means that with suddenly having huge number of robots available, they will be able to help humans do the work that we normally do, okay? And that can be a very good thing, because then we have more time to ride motocross. We don't have to work like we normally do, because the robots will be able to help us do all the work that's necessary to have a comfortable life, right? So now let's do a very important thought experiment. Let's imagine that there's 10 billion of these robots doing everything, including creating green energy with solar panels, windmills, and so on and so forth. Now to the big important point, and the main takeaway of this video is there will not be any need to make any war. We don't need any more soldiers or wars, because we don't need to fight about the resources, because we already have great lives, all of us. There will be more than enough food for everybody. So as you can see, this can be the greatest thing ever to happen for humanity, for prosperity, growth, and peace. Just have to make sure, talking about peace, that these robots remain peaceful. So we have to make agreements and decide, do we want them to be weaponized or not? And I think most people would agree, no thank you. But also have to make sure that maybe not a very large number of robots should be controlled by a single company, for example. So it's split up into smaller amounts of robots under control under one entity, just for safety reasons. Not because big companies are inherently bad. I'm a business person myself. But when the goal of a system is eternal growth, then in such a business as robots that can grow tremendously with big implications in terms of the whole situation for humanity, then it's important to have some kind of limit on, so that it's not just one company or one CEO of that company that controls 10 billion robots or 100 billion maybe in a few hundred years. For example, I would suggest that each household could control and own a certain percentage of the total number of robots, so that the power is distributed more evenly over humanity. And then they should be programmed with human values and peace and kindness as top priorities. And then we can decide, or also more fun stuff, such as, are there some jobs, some type of jobs that we humans would like to keep for ourselves? And I would imagine things such as teachers, sports instructors, travel guides, and leaders of different kinds would be something that we would like to keep as human jobs, and then make the robots do the other kind of stuff. Oh, and then of course you can answer in the comments if you would like to see robot racing in motocross. You can just wake up and have a day off every day and go riding every day. Easy peasy, right? So that is all good and positive if it's done the right way. We will talk more about that later.